Blockchain, coming at you with another Bitcoin technical analysis update. If you guys are new to my channel, I am a full-time professional trader. We're starting off on my website, which is in the links below, and I just want to highlight that you can get over here and get my #1 trading strategy that is completely free. Hit this little get in touch, and I will send you a video demonstration of my strategy and how to set it up on TradingView. And of course, the exclusive Discord membership. It's $97 a month or a 14-day trial for just $25, and the $597 per year. Same thing. You can sign up for that for just a 25-day trial. Get in there, see what it's all about, get the exclusive updates. I am actually have my own channel in there, and there's actually over 1,000 active traders in there, most of them full-time professionals. So it's a great place to interact. And if you want to become, or I guess get better at being an independent trader and start doing it full time, this is a great place where you can learn to do that. Also have the Masterclass, which I will be doing a giveaway next month. I did 2 giveaways last year. I'll be doing one of those giveaways next month. So make sure you guys subscribe, hit the likes, and comment, so that way you get the notifications of my videos, because I will be doing it the same way I did the prior ones. So let's go ahead and dive into the charts. There we go. Actually, we want this one here. Sorry, I was playing around with a couple different indicators and coding on that. So anyway, enough about that. Here is the update from my last video. You can see that I was looking for a little bounce up. We didn't quite get back all the way up to 33.5. This thick green line right here is actually on I believe it's the daily. Nope, it is the weekly. So that thick green line is actually a weekly resistance point. The blue one is also the R3. So the green one is the R2. And that's what we were kind of dancing around before last time. So we had a break below it, tried to get back above it, and we couldn't. And then we just had our rejection. And you can see we came on down and we hit the $30,000 mark that I was looking for. Had a nice little bounce up, and we kind of see where we're at on a smaller time frame. I'll dive into it, but it doesn't look the strongest at the moment. Actually looks like there may be continuation and potentially more of like an ending diagonal to finish off this whole wave structure, which if that is the case, then we could just be simply doing basically a WXYXZ, and that guy basically a WXYX. Come on, I did a WXY. Sorry, guys. Let me get that off. Let's try that one more time. W, X, Y, X, and Z. We could also, with this type of structure, I'll show you some of the indicators here where we actually did completely reset a lot of the indicators and the oscillators with this wave structure. I got too much going on. All right. So what I wanted to do was just go ahead and just extend out these trend lines here, because we can also do another one here on the bottom potentially that will keep us in range. And we can see if we do another trend line right here, the 27,988, that gets us pretty much in the same area, in the same ballpark of just creating this descending wedge here, which we can see fairly frequently in a fourth wave. So that's kind of the question is, are we just in a topping pattern, or are we in a fourth wave to completely reset and go up to new highs? And it's extremely possible that we could just be going down and resetting, because if you look at some of the higher time frames, ignore this mess right here because we were charting on smaller time frames, you can see that we 100% reset on the RSI here, and that's what we like to see for a fourth wave structure. It's also, what we can do is also just draw little trend lines, even on the RSI. See that basically we just kind of, again, follow that whole same structure, going down and resetting, getting into the bearish control zone, going, all the way back, basically right here where we started to create the bearish divergence on it. So that's something we'll want to pay attention to. If we go back to the 4-hour, you can see that the trend line still is somewhat of a place, but it's obviously a little bit different on a 4-hour time frame. But still dancing around the bearish control zone. We have yet to really break out of it. We had an attempt right here, but that obviously failed. But we are testing the bottom of the volume band again, and you can also see in the RSI as well, is that if we're keeping that same structure, we can still draw a W, X, Y, X, Z, creating roughly that same structure. And it could actually, be more of a descending triangle at that point for an A, B, C, D, E. But because the wave structures are slightly different, that's why I was going with the WXY. So, yeah, that's what we're looking for. I am looking for continuation down, really that 27.9. We have this point right here at the 26.5, which is a zone to be cautious of. If we do break that, I would look for continuation to the downside, actually. And when I mean break it, I don't mean like a wick. I mean like break it and then establish this as resistance. I will look for a continuation to the downside. So that zone is going to be pretty important. Just because our next one below that, we have to go back out, but I don't think we're going to quite break that. If we do, we might get a wick down here to 24.5. Somewhere in that ballpark, but I would see a quick buy up, and that's what a lot of this whole motion's been. It's been quick, buy ups, quick sell offs. So it's been pretty interesting to I guess ride and be be a part of, especially on the smaller time frame. If you have a good strategy and you're managing your risk correctly, you can play these corrections. But it's important that again you want to manage your risk. But I am looking for a continuation to the downside. Really, I'm really eyeing the 27.9 ballpark. That's my most, I guess, highest area of interest at the moment. We may even just kind of get continuation with it right here and potentially call it done. But 27.988, 28K, might front run it, 28.2. That's a very high interest. So let's take a quick look at some ETH. ETH, we're looking at roughly the same thing. You can see from the last video, I was looking for us to come back down and retest the 1256, which we have. And we may get another little leg down to retest that EMA. Let's take a look at the 1 hour real quick. Yeah, I'm just trying to look at the wave structure here. But I mean, looks like this right here could just be a connection for another 3-wave motion for basically an A, a B, and then a C to come back down. But I am looking for a continuation. We are underneath the daily pivot. I'm sorry, the hourly pivot here. And we're just kind of dancing around it at the moment. And we can also look, if we go back out to the 4-hour, kind of similar thing on the RSI. Not as strong as what we looked at for Bitcoin, but you can see that we can, establish a little bit of a trend line here, and we're, testing the bottom of the volume band. So I think if we get another move down, I think it'll be pretty quick. But yeah, still looking for continuation to that $1,100 ballpark. XTZ. All right, so these were my options that I was looking for in XTZ. We did come back down and we tested the 2.8, and we was looking for a potential bounce off of this bad boy, but we didn't get the bounce. We just got continuation to the downside. And it looks like with the established resistance point on the pivot now, I would look for continuation again to the downside for a potential reset. Taking at least this scenario off of the table. for a bounce here. Still, we can get continuation down and then potentially a bounce up. But yeah, again, we did get a nice little buy signal. However, we're not getting continuation on these buy signals, and that's what you want to look for. So a great example is this guy here. We got that buy signal, and man, did we get some follow through, but obviously quickly turned around and went the other way. But we got some pretty serious follow through on it. We're not really seeing that with where we are with that pivot being now resistance at 2.8. Look for us to come back down, potentially test the EMA is at 2.5 or 2.46 before we get a bounce. But I would be looking for it to be a C wave, impulsive wave back up. But before we get targets from the upside, I'll pay attention, make sure we get these bounces first. Link, 11 minutes, doing okay on time. Wanted to keep it under 15 minutes. Link. All right, so again, we were kind of doing the same thing that I was looking for in XTZ. I was looking for a bounce right here at 21.4. It is now established as resistance. Not looking the healthiest. We did get a nice little buy signal. However, we are not getting follow through or continuation off of these, and that's what we want to pay attention to. So I would not necessarily leaning towards us going down to 18. We might get a little bounce in between, and then basically with this move here, I would really finish that one off, and then potentially look at this starting a new move here. It's either that or this would be an A, and this would be an expanded B, and then a C down, actually, is how I would look at that. So basically, I'd look at this as an A here, and then a B, and a C down. Same thing with an expanded B pocket here, C up, and then a C down. Let's see where that S1. S1 puts us at a 1-to-1 move, so and right there in line with that with the EMA. So I'd look at that 18.25 for Link, but yeah, looking for continuation to the downside. Not looking the healthiest and the frothiest at the moment. And dot playing out, pretty good for this little consolidation wave structure right here. Had this at a 3-wave down, another 3-wave up, and looking for this as a C wave down. Was looking for us to really test that 15.3. We haven't really broken it or established it as resistance yet, so we might get some more consolidation around it, but I am looking for another leg up to get up to that $25 mark. So it's not off the table. This is it just turned into a larger ABC structure here. Let's see, let's move this guy. Boom, boom, boom. Like so. And yeah, we're looking for another leg to the upside here on dot. So a little $25 gainer would be pretty sweet. Might not quite get up there, but that's where that 7.6 is for this whole move. So that's where we want to look at. Oh man, look at Biddy. Biddy dumping. Not quite all the way where I was looking at, but 29.9. This could be our move to 27.9 here. Not quite. Getting a little bit of a buy up here. So yeah, I might just kind of dance around this particular time frame, but really look potentially a 1, 2, 3. This would be a fourth wave for like an ending diagonal, and then that leg down to the 27.9 ballpark. So we'll kind of just let it play out in the structure. Again, it's kind of in the middle of everything. So not necessarily, if you're not already in a position, I'm not currently in anything at the moment. I did catch this little, this short here. And closed it out with a little bit of uncertainty of what we're doing there in the middle, but it looks like we do want continuation down. So not interested in jumping in anything right now at the moment. Again, want to get to that those points of invalidation, and in my opinion, we are not exactly at that at the moment. So let it form out a little bit, get our confirmation, and then jump in. But overall, it's what I'm looking for, guys. Again, if you like my content, smash the likes, hit that subscribe button, comment below. Get ready for a masterclass giveaway next month. You'll have all month long to enter, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the Discord.